Hey guys, Unclejona here, back with another beer review. For those of you that saw my last one, I'm using a slightly different camera this time because the volume was, it wasn't so great on my phone. This time I'm actually using a proper camera. It's a slightly old one and it looks a tiny little bit grainy to me, but hopefully the sound is better. And as you can see, we've got the wherry for all my homebrew people. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about this beer. This is Tiny Rebel, Stay Puft, the Marshmallow Man. And this one's a marshmallow porter. And you can see the little dude here. You can see the Tiny Rebel little hoodie bear thing is in there. But this dude was from Ghostbusters, if you remember that. This is a marshmallow porter, 5.2% on the ABV, but it's still one of these micro 330 cans, which I absolutely despise. And a lot of the time they're about 3-4 quid, and it's like absolutely ridiculous. You could buy a pint for that, and this is like a tiny little can of Coke. On the back of here, it gives you some cool information. One of the things they say is, we have one rule: never just make vanilla ice cream. Well, Tiny Rebel, vanilla ice cream is the absolute best, and it's my all-time favourite. Hey, why not have vanilla ice cream? Or anyway, Tiny Rebel, as people know, really up and coming brewery from Wales. Widely available. You can get these in all the supermarkets. Not sure if you can get this one, but I've had it on draft. I actually had it at the GBBF, the beer festival, probably about 3 years ago now, and I had it on draft, and it was absolutely fantastic. And I have had it in cans since then, but I thought, because this is such a good beer, definitely going to give you a review of this. Okay, so let's crack into this bad boy. As it's a porter, a dark beer, it has not been in the fridge, which has been something that I usually put my beers in the fridge because I like cold beers, but I know with the dark beers especially, they don't work so well. And I've been listening to Dave Heath, so big shout out to Dave Heath. There we go, get that in there. And he's reminded me that each beer style, I should say, should be stored at a slightly different temperature. Yeah, so we're getting that roastiness, definitely. And have a look at that bad boy. I'm getting a little bit of a reflection off here, but definitely got a little bit of head, and it's sticking to the side of the glass. It's absolutely fantastic. Slightly off-white. And obviously this is not a nitro. This is pure carbon dioxide. Getting that roastiness, but I'm also getting the sweetness. And that is the thing that I really want from this beer. It's almost like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's got a tiny bit of lacto in, like a sweet milk stout, that kind of thing. But anyway, cheers and beers, guys. Let's get in there. Oh, yeah, you get roastiness right up front, and that slowly goes to sweetness. But you're definitely getting that kind of. It's strange. It is like a marshmallow, but it's got that real kind of roastiness as well. So it's a really, really nice balance. Slightly like that sort of burnt kind of toffee kind of stuff they used to get around fireworks day or fireworks night, that kind of thing. Yeah, so you're getting fire smoke sort of sitting around the campfire, but you're also getting that sweet kind of jelly kind of taste, almost like what the Americans call a peanut butter jelly sandwich. It's that kind of thing. It's the sort of thing that you think won't work together, but works really, really well. There's something else in there. It's that kind of fiery sweets. you know, if you're making caramel and it kind of goes a bit over and it starts burning and you get that kind of slight astringency, it's a slightly burnt kind of taste. Or like a barbecue where you've left that burger on and it's gone really burnt and cracked on the outside, but it's still really lovely and juicy in the middle. It's that kind of thing. And then every time, yeah, every time you sort of take a snap of your lips, you get that weird sweet sort of marshmallow taste in there as well. It's really interesting because this is over 5%. So you would have thought that the sort of you'd be able to detect the alcohol in here, but not at all in this one. Um, like I said, I had that room temperature from the can. I think perhaps it would do a little bit better if it was tiny bit chilled, like sort of cellar kind of temperature, instead of actual room temperature. But this is still a very, very, very good beer. I'm liking this one. Tiny Rebel, you've really, really done well. Um, and I'd say they're producing some really interesting beers, and they're not going down that kind of corporate, weird sort of nonsense that someone like Brewdog kind of goes down. There's a few breweries of late, Siren's another one that I'm really kind of getting into. Um, and yeah, there's a couple of other ones out there that are definitely making these really, really amazingly good beers, but aren't going down the sort of harsh marketing route, I guess. A lot of people say that Tiny Rebel is like the Welsh kind of brewdog. I kind of understand that, but to be honest, I'd say Tiny Rebel definitely is a better brewery. Whoa, bit of carbonation in there. I just love the way that, can you see that? You get the sort of sticky, oily kind of head that sticks on the side of the glass. It's not lacing. It's yeah, it's that consistency of the actual foam that you get. Really, really amazing. Anyway, guys, I'm going to finish this one off. Hopefully, we'll be returning for, yeah, some more beer reviews, some more homebrew using the old worries over there. Um, they'll be up real soon, I'd imagine. And bear with me for using the camera, getting the volume levels right, because I understand getting back into kind of doing recordings and stuff, things aren't going to be absolutely spot on with the first few videos, but I'm going to get there. So cheers and beers, guys. Make sure you stick with me. Click like and subscribe down below, and you'll never miss a video. Cheers and beers, guys. Boom.